Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Joseph Carroll. I write under the pen name J.R. Carroll. And today we're going to do the 20 questions book tag. Now I seen this over at Stories for Coffee, um, Olivia's channel. And I thought, you know, seems like a pretty interesting tag to do. And I haven't done a tag for a minute, so we'll kind of jump into them. There's 20 questions, so I'm going to try and get through these as fast as I can, kind of rapid fire as much as possible, but try not to ramble like I normally do. Okay, question one. How many books is too many books in a series? The answer to that is it depends. Um, if it's a series that I'm really into, um, a character that I really connect with, it could just go on forever. I mean, I would, I would be fine with that. Kind of comic book style, just keep it rolling. Um, but there are certain ones where you just kind of see that, you know, it's starting to wax and wane a little bit, and you might need to kind of cut it off. I see that a lot with TV shows where you're just like, okay, you could end it in 4 seasons. You didn't have to take it to seven or whatever. Um, question two: how do you feel about cliffhangers? I love cliffhangers. If again, there's all these questions like if it's done well. Um, I love cliffhangers because it just like you're like, oh man. Now, again, the cliffhanger can't be the end of a series or whatever like that. It's got to be leading you into wanting to go into the next book, and there's got to be a next book for that. But I love me a good cliffhanger. Question number three: hardcover or paperback? I am a collector, so I do prefer hardcovers. Um, Nothing wrong with a good paperback. Much easier to carry around, but being the collector that I am, I like that nice hardcover. Question four: favorite book? Anyone who knows already knows, but Changes of the Dresden Files is my number one book. I've been picking up my reading a lot, but nothing has supplanted it yet. Least favorite book. I mean, that's hard to say. I'm pretty good at judging the types of books, whether I'll like them or not. So I don't run into a lot of bad books. Um, you know, I mean, we could pick, an old book like I tried to read, years ago, read Moby Dick, and I just wasn't into it. You know, there's been several books that are kind of like that, but yeah, that's probably my least favorite book. Number six, love triangles, yes or no? I don't read a lot of pure romance, um, so I'll say no. Um, but it wouldn't make me completely put down a book. But yeah, I prefer not. The most recent book you just couldn't finish. Um, I'm on Memories of Ice, uh, book three of Malazan, and it's taken some work to. I've read it before, but it's this is the reread, so but it's a dense book, so it's taken some getting through. But I can't say I just couldn't finish it. I'm still working on it. Um, a book you're currently reading. I am currently reading Cujo. This is running through my Stephen King catalog. I'm starting to get under my belt, and I probably will have a review of that in next few days. Number nine, last book you recommended to someone. Um, I recommended Carrie from Stephen King to several people because I just loved it. I mean, I can't believe it was his first novel. So that's one I've been pushing on people recently. Oldest book you've read by publication date. I know Moby Dick's back there, but I want to say Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. It's like 1817. I read that last year, um, like November. Uh, Awesome, like some of the most beautiful writing you'll ever see. And maybe I'll do a review on that at some point. But yeah, that's probably the oldest book I've read. Newest book I've read would be the newest book in the Expeditionary Force, which was Fallout. It came out December 2021. My favorite sci-fi series of all time, bar none. Favorite author, no surprise, Jim Butcher. Right behind him is Andrzej Salkowski. Um, Love both of them. They're the biggest influences on me as a writer. Um, 13, buying books or borrowing books. Again, I am a collector, so I buy my books. Not to say I've never borrowed books, which I have, but I prefer to buy them. Number 14, a book you dislike that everyone else seems to love. That is a good question. I will not say that I really dislike it, but shoot me now. But Gardens of the Moon, for my tastes, was just all over the place. Um, I I like Dead House Gates better. A lot of people think that Gardens of the Moon is like the best book ever written, um, but I think it gets better through the series. Um, Bookmarks or dog ears? Absolutely never dog ear books. But yeah, so bookmarks, the way to go. If you want one of these, message me. I might send it out to you. um, Number 16, a book you can always reread. Skin Game of the Dresden Files. Um, though Changes is my favorite, Skin Game is never gets old, no matter how many times. I think I've read it 4 times. Um, it's just an awesome ride. Um, Number 17, can you read while hearing music? No. I cannot write with music on either. Um, I can write like listening to music to get me excited, but then I have to kill it when I go into my writing. So no music while reading. I just like to be immersed. Just like movies, I don't like 3D movies because I don't want all the craziness. I want to just be immersed in it. Um, Number 18, one POV or many POVs? One POV. I love just sitting with a character and just, you know, I want to get to the point where I feel like it's a friend sitting down and talking to you about their day. That's what I feel when I read the Dresden Files. It's like I'm sitting down with Harry and he haven't seen him for a while. He's going to tell me what craziness he got up to. Whereas now I've read plenty of books that I like that have multiple POVs, but sometimes when they get overwhelming and you get just so many characters, I feel like it's hard to keep track. I actually feel like books that have tons of POVs make great television shows because it's easier to link when I see a face of somebody and I don't have to think about, oh, what was that guy doing 100 pages ago because he's been gone forever, and then they just pop in and out. So I'm a single POV person, but I read anything. Number 19, do you read a book in one sitting or over multiple days? Um, Definitely multiple days, unless it's a very short book. Um, yeah, I don't have that kind of time or speed to be able to just run through a book. I mean, I think like Stephen King's Cycle of the Werewolf and then Elevation I did in a day, but those are really short books. I mean, Cycle of the Werewolf's like 100 pages maybe, and then Elevation was well under 200 pages. All right, so who am I tagging? I'm going to tag my good friend, the bookish Chaz, as well as Sarah Reads, and Man with a Hat That Reads. He's a smaller channel, but excellent content he's putting out there. I will tag them below. And just remember, like, subscribe, and comment. I believe I just hit 100 subscribers, so I will be doing the giveaway of the autograph poster in the next day or two. So thank you for stopping by, and have a great